everyone, welcome to day 21 of the Forks Over Knives challenge. So I have decided that I'm going to make soup again today. Haven't made soup in, I don't know, been almost a week, I guess. And this time I'm going to make one that is chock full of red deliciousness, like for real. So I'm going to make this tomato and red pepper soup. I think this is going to be wonderful. So basically you take a couple of onions and you saute them on the stove without like any liquid or anything. I mean, just a little bit of liquid so that they don't burn. And once you get them cooked up, you then want to add a couple of peppers and onion. Let's see. Then you add some garlic and some thyme, and then you add, oh, you do the peppers at the same time. So you do the onions and peppers at the same time until they start getting softened. And then you add in your garlic and thyme, and then you add in the tomatoes. So I don't have anything against fresh tomatoes at all. Like we eat little baby tomatoes all the time in our house. However, that being said, I don't tend to buy bigger tomatoes. I don't tend to slice up tomatoes and eat them and that kind of thing. I really, really like this fire roasted tomatoes. So I'm actually going to use those as my tomato in this soup rather than chopping up some fresh tomatoes. And I really don't think that's going to be an issue at all. And one of the other things that you're supposed to have for this recipe says to chop up a quarter of a cup of basil. We had this discussion the other day. I couldn't find basil to save my life at the store. I mean, I found the little tiny packages of basil that are like this big and you could chop it up and you get like 2 tablespoons, maybe. So what I did when I made the summer vegetable bake the other day is I went ahead and took a quarter of a cup of it out because I knew I wanted to make this recipe, and it said instead, if you want a richer, deeper flavor in your soup, it said in the instructions to go ahead and use the basil pesto rather than using just straight up basil. So again, it's arugula pesto, it's not basil pesto, but I think that that's going to be fine. I think that's going to make for a very, very, very delicious flavor. So I have, it says 2 medium onions. I have 1 very large onion and then 2 red peppers. So I'm going to go and start those cooking on the stove for a little bit. And then once they're done, put the garlic and thyme in. And then once that's done, put the tomatoes in. And then, was there anything else? Oh, it says salt and pepper to taste. I'm not too worried about that. Maybe a little bit of black pepper would be good. I'm not really worried about the salt aspect of it. I don't think I'm going to need that at all. So that's what I'm gonna do. This is a super easy recipe. Like, I really am enjoying this cookbook in terms of a lot of the recipes are not, I mean, there's some that take a little bit longer and that's fine, but ones like these that are just really, you could throw them together super quick when you come home. Granted, I'm just leaving for work, but when you come home from work and the last thing you want to do is spend an hour and a half in the kitchen, you know, this is like, oh, cutting board and a pot and some vegetables and your supper is ready and your kitchen's easy to clean. So, anywho, I'm going to go get this put together and I will see you guys in a few minutes and we will do a quick taste test. All right, guys, so I have some tomato and pepper soup. It's a beautiful, rich red color, like beautiful, beautiful red color. Put some pesto on top. I sprinkled a little tiny bit of hemp seed across the top to give it a little extra boost of nutrition. It's super good for you, hemp seeds. So let's give this a try. It's very hot still. It's good. It tastes very much like peppers and tomatoes with a little bit of an onion flavor in there. Totally tastes like what it is. So if you're looking for a super simple tomato-based soup, that's good. That's very good. I really like it with the basil, the regular pesto in it. I tried a little bit of it on the stove and it was okay, but it's better with that for sure. Okay, that's it for me for now today. I will talk to you again in the morning. I really enjoyed going for a walk with my husband this morning, so we might do that again in the morning. I'll have to decide between now and then. I think it's supposed to be all rainy and icky and cold tomorrow, but it's okay. You walk fast enough, I mean, you'll still get wet, but it won't be cold. So, alrighty. That's it for me for now, guys. I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you again in the morning. Alrighty, everybody. Hello. I am home from work, and okay, soup. So I took a couple of, you know those 2-minute microwavable English muffiny things that I've made before. I'd made 2 of those and had 1 with each of my bowls of soup because I wasn't sure that just a bowl of soup was going to be enough. I have to say, if you're going to make this recipe, I highly recommend it, but I also recommend making it at night and eating it for lunch the next day, or making it in the morning and taking it for lunch, or eating it for supper that night or something. The first bowl of soup that I had was good. It was absolutely fine. It was very good, actually. But when I ate it this morning at like 3 o'clock, it was fantastic. And it wasn't that I was starving, I don't think. It just was really, really good. It was much, much better. So I would definitely recommend letting the flavors sit for a while. It was actually sweeter, and the first time when I ate it, it was the onion was very, very strong, and then later it wasn't as strong. So anyway, I don't know. I would definitely recommend, if you make that soup, to make it and then let it sit for a little bit. So I wanted to walk outside this morning, and I can't because I got rained on like crazy. It's still pouring outside, which is a real bummer. But I stopped on my way to work, had a few seconds extra time, and we don't do Halloween candy with our boys because of their allergies and the fact that it's just ridiculously not healthy for you. We buy, there's still some on the counter actually. There's Enjoy Life. They've got these little vegan candy bars. So we buy like a little package of these, and the boys each have a couple of them a day until they're gone. But then I always get them like a stuffed animal or something fun for Halloween. But it's always best to get it after Halloween and save it to the next year because it's 75% off. So yeah. Anyway, this time I got each of them a little stuffed pillow guy. They're very squishy. Anyways, so I thought that was kind of fun. But okay, I'm done. I'm gonna go. Actually, what I'm gonna do is go change. My husband is not interested in working out with me this morning, which is totally fine. I'm actually going to walk on the treadmill because I really am kind of bored with the workout type thing for the moment. So I'm just gonna go walk on the treadmill, which is incredibly boring in comparison to walking outside. But I've been listening to an Audible book, so I'm just gonna turn that back on and turn it up, and then I don't know. I'll probably walk for about 45 minutes. That sounds reasonable. Hopefully I can get in about 3 miles in 45 minutes. Maybe a little bit less than that. I could walk a little bit faster than that. Anyway, that's it for me. I will see you guys again tonight, and we will make another wonderful recipe. Take care, guys.